Hi, hello, it's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. Today I am going to be talking about this card, but we're also going to be making another card as well. This uses the mosaic papers, which are just lovely. I hope if I just tilt that, you should be able to see that it's got some shiny bits on it. So it's like the paper's already been embossed, so it's fabulous. So I really like this. And it is time for us to start thinking not about Christmas anymore, but more about other things that happen throughout the year. And of course, birthdays do happen throughout the year. And I do feel that sometimes the people who have their birthdays in December, they kind of miss out a little bit because all the fuss is really about Christmas. So we're going to set that to rights today. And we're going to concentrate on a birthday card, or two in actual fact. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need to have a Whisper White thick card base. I've just cut mine long ways, but you can cut yours book fold if you wish. And then this is Early Espresso, and that's been cut to 10 centimetres by 14.4. And then a piece of Whisper White, 9.5 by 13.9. And then this little piece down here is 9.5 centimetres, and that's probably 7, I think, looking at it. If I remember what I cut that at, it was 7.5. There you go, 7.5 centimetres. So you would get, out of a sheet of 30 centimetres, you'd get 4 pieces like this, 9.5, 3 lots of that. So you could make 12. Is that right? 4 times 3, 12 cards just from one piece of this beautiful paper. And we're pairing it with Mango Melody and Early Espresso, because there's Early Espresso in the little bees and in the little mosaic-y bits. And this, although I think this is actually crushed curry, I like the orangey tone, bringing out that orangey tone in the papers, because I think it just adds something. So we're using Butterfly Gala, this stamp set, and I've got 2 stamps from this, because we're going to try, I'm doing another card as well. So I've got this one that looks a little bit like a mosaic, and I've got this one that's made out of feathers, or at least I think that's what it looks. It's probably leaves actually, but it looks like feathers to me. So it's just the way my mind works. So we're going to stamp this, and the great thing about this stamp set, of course, is that it stamps 2 birds with 1 stone, or in this case 2 butterflies with 1 stamp, which is brilliant. So I'm just going to get my little stamping mat. It's always good to have your stamping mat when you use photopolymer. It just helps to give it a good finish. And then stamp down and hold, because it's photopolymer, so you just got to just let it have some time to sink in, so that works well. And then you have an option. You can either stamp your little squirrely bits before or after you punch. Now I have to say I've done both, and I can't remember which, because I've been doing Christmas for so long, I can't remember which way round I think it is best. I think I've done all right doing it both before and after. So this is before. I'll give it a go. I think the thing is that you're not quite sure how big a head you might need to leave for the butterfly, but once you've done it a few times, you sort of get your eye in. She says now it'll be completely out, but no, look, see, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So then you're going to line him up. Actually, you could have come down a little bit further. Line up the wings, that's the important bit. Punch. There we go. Now the top one, I think I've got spot on. Not too bad at all. The bottom one, he needs a bit more. He needs a bit more body, I think, down here a little bit. So we'll just come down here. So see, you can do him either way, before or after. It doesn't make really much any difference. Okay, so that's that. And that's pretty much it. So it's a very quick card, but what we do want to do before we go much further is stamp the birthday wishes. And this is from a lovely little set called Itty Bitty Birthdays. And I like this because it's all about birthdays. So it's got a lovely strong happy birthday, happy day, it's your day, happy belated birthday. Sometimes I need to send those because Honestly, some of my friends, I don't even know when their birthdays are until they pop up on Facebook. It's awful. They say it's your birthday. You're not old, you're just older. I quite like that. But I like this birthday wishes here. I think this one's a bit cheeky. At least you'll always be younger than me. Well, I suppose it's nice, but it's a bit cheeky as well at the same time. Birthday wishes is nice though. That's the one I've chosen for this because it's a jaunty angle font, if you see what I mean. So it doesn't have to be straight. It sort of bounces along, if you see what I mean. A bit like a butterfly bounces along in the sky, or flutters along in the sky, I guess. But I like it because you can basically, it doesn't really matter if it's straight or if it's crooked. So I'm just going to pop it down, and then you don't have to panic quite so much. So pop that down, and then the next thing you're going to do is just attach your Whisper White cardstock to your Early Espresso card base, or card mat, should I say, card layer. Okay, a bit in the middle because that's where you're going to put the ribbon. So, and the paper, so just give it a bit of extra stick there. And pop that down, just like that. There we are. Now we're going to attach the rose, and I'm having the rose facing upwards this time. I had it facing downwards last time. I didn't really even notice it, just how it came out. But I think I'll put the rose facing upwards. I think I was concentrating more on the butterfly last time. And here, see, the bee's upside down now, but this bee's coming in the right direction. I think it doesn't really matter. They're all sort of flying around each other. So that's good. There we go. And then this ribbon is the beautiful Rococo Rose and Gold. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Really nice. So I'm going to pop that on there. Chop a bit off. And use our snail. Attach some of that. And just wrap that round the top here. You can go a bit down, almost along. It depends on how far up you want your butterflies, really. So you can either go right up above the ribbon, like above the papers, and have it quite high, or you can bring it, you've got the whole width of the ribbon to play with, if you see what I mean. So I think I'm going to go there. There we go. That's looking good. And then we'll attach that to our card base, so then it's sorted. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Because the one thing you don't want to do is your ribbon to ping off, so just make sure you got some glue under that. Pop that down. And then it's just a question of where do you want to put your butterflies. And I like to use dimensionals for these. They do, dimensionals fit very well with our butterflies. Almost as if they'd been designed. Well, I probably have, haven't they? So we'll pop that one down sort of a bit over the ribbon, I think, like this. And then our little one uses a little mini dimensional. And you can either put one in the middle or one on each wing, but I'm just going to go for one in the middle, because then I can curve him slightly and have his wings going upwards. And there you go, that's that card all done. Very quick, very pretty, nice for somebody who's a rose lover or a gardener or somebody who likes butterflies. So those two work very well. And then the next one I thought I'd do, it will have butterflies on it, but I really liked this mosaic here. It's in, what's this? It's Cajun Craze. That's what it is, Cajun Craze. And see, again, it's got that beautiful glistening effect. Just gorgeous. So we're going to use that. We're going to go with the Rococo Rose again because it still matches beautifully. Yeah, because it's all part of that terracotta Rococo Rose, the in colours. And this time we're not going to have a sentiment stamped on this, obviously, because this is just the DSP, and you don't want to stamp anything on that shiny stuff because it will just come off, because it's like a resist emboss, so you can't, unless you use stays on or something, you can't actually you know, glue that to that, I mean stamp that on that. But that's okay, because it sort of, does all the stamping by itself really, doesn't it? Then we will pop some snail along here. And again, I'm just going to wrap it. I don't think we need to do any more than wrap this round. It's pretty enough and pretty spectacular enough on its own. Let's try and make sure it's straight. Bit up there we go. There we go. Okay, then we'll stick that down. And this time I've used a Mango Melody base just to bring in that mango melody, because there's none in the paper. So you need to have something else that's going to bring the mango melody into your card. Oh, what have I done with that? That's not been... Cool, I didn't fold that very well, did I, Pip? Come on. It's all skew-iffy. There we go. Haven't got a leading edge or anything. Okay, how's that? Much better. Even that way's better. Right, okay. So we'll do that. Pop that down there. There. See, the colours are just yum. Really nice. And this time I'm going to use the butterfly that looks a bit more like a mosaic. Again with the mango melody to bring in that colour of the card. And this one, as I say, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go, that'll do. Oh, I've got a bit of fading going on there. I must have a spot that I've not re-inked. I thought I'd re-inked all of it. There we go, I must have missed a bit, but I quite like that sort of faded view. Now I'm going to, this time we're going to punch this out beforehand, and then put the the middle bits in, because I've learnt my lesson now. I should have thought about that. So we'll do this. Pop him. Yes, you can sort of see a bit more clearly. Well, it's been a long time since I did any butterflies because we've been doing Christmas. It's quite nice to do something other than Christmas trees and deer and, I don't know, ice skate. We did a lot of ice skates. I do like the ice skates though. Oops, that's a bit crooked. Let's balance him out a bit. There we go. Give him a bit more of a fat tummy. He can survive. He can cope with it. And then these ones I think would look nice on here, sort of coming this way. Yeah, like so. And then I'm going to put a sentiment down here. And the sentiment I think needs to be a bit bolder. So we're going to go with the big bold happy birthday. And I think I might even, I'm tempted to Wink of Stella my butterflies, but I don't know. I'll think. So then we're going to use, actually I probably should have used Cajun Craze, but never mind, we're going with Early Espresso, because that's what I have here. And if you've got it slightly on the wonk, don't worry. I'm just going to trim that down. Just going to let it dry a little bit, and then just cut along the edge. This is what's really good when you get a nice block font like this. Block fonts are good. And then you can see I've just gone up slightly at the end. That's a normal thing that happens when you cut stuff by hand. So you just need to come back in and trim that off. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's our birthday sentiment. So let's pop these on to start off with. And again, I'm going to, actually, do I want it coming that way or that? Maybe I want them, no, I think they need to go with the flow of the mosaic. I quite like them this way. If you feel like this ribbon's a little bouncy, then you can attach a glue dot underneath, or you can just catch it in the corner with your dimensional. That sort of helps to hold it down a little. And then your mini dimensional for this little one. Pop that there. There we go. And then we'll go for, I think we can probably fit normal size dimensionals on here. I think it's a large enough, yeah, just about. Now remember, so no soggy middles. You don't want this bit here getting squished in the post. So I know the temptation is to just put 2, but I always put 3. There we go. And then we'll just pop that happy birthday down under here, so it's got a nice border around it of the mosaic, so it looks like it's bordered like that. There you go. Well, that was very quick, wasn't it? So 2 birthday cards, quite different birthday cards. I think this one's almost mannish. I mean, I don't know, it's got butterflies on, so maybe you couldn't give that to a guy. I don't know. I'll have to ask Sean. Sean wouldn't mind because it's got butterflies and he likes butterflies. So, but yes, the mosaic paper is just so pretty, and of course it's available now. So it's available through the annual catalogue. So you can grab that with any last minute shopping bits you want to do for Christmas. And yeah, look how beautiful these cards are, and it's really nice to be doing some butterflies again, I have to say. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial and little video. It's just a little chat really, isn't it? Just showing you a couple of cards. And if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe or come along next week where I'll be back again with more stuff. In the meantime, have a great one, and thanks ever so much. Let me try that again. Thanks ever so much for watching Queen Pip at queenpipcards.com. Cheers, bye.